When you buy a portable generator for home backup, you're not buying peace of mind. You're buying a high output combustion engine that you intend to place right next to your house. Most people think their garage or porch is a safe staging area. They are completely wrong. Today, we stop your generator from poisoning your indoor air. I've spent 23 years managing industrial EHS systems, but I need to be clear. This video is for educational purposes. Your home is unique, so use your best judgment and consult with a qualified professional before making any changes to your environmental and safety systems. You are watching this because you're concerned about power loss, but you should be terrified of the air hazards you are creating while you're trying to save your food or your heat. But that's not all you should be worried about. I built the 10-minute Healthy Home Tune-Up to help you audit the hidden risk before an emergency forces the issue. It's free. Grab yours from the link below. Now, let's stop the sabotage and end the unintentional degradation of your home's air barrier. I have learned one hard truth from my years in EHS. When you bring combustion indoors or near your intake vents, you're not managing power. You're managing a toxic gas injection system. In the industrial sector, we treat a generator like a heavy-duty asset. It has a specific footprint and clearance zone. You treat yours like a toaster. You pull it out, add fuel, start it up, and pray. That's not a strategy. That's a roll of the dice with your lungs. Most people focus strictly on the noise. They tuck their generator into an alcove or under a porch overhang to hide it from their neighbors. As long as they can't hear it, they assume that the air is clear. That's the first error. Carbon monoxide is not a visible plume of smoke. It's an odorless, colorless, relentless gas that follows the path of least resistance. If your home has a negative pressure zone, your generator exhaust will be pulled directly into your house. You assume that your walls act as a barrier, but in reality, they are sieves. Exhaust gases penetrate at every electrical outlet, every cable hole, every door frame. Carbon monoxide does not wait on an invitation to exit the generator and take the shortest path through your walls right into your living room. In the next section, we will start the industrial triage. It's time to stop looking at your generator as a convenience tool. You need to treat it as a source of environmental contamination that needs managing. Step one is the exclusion zone. You must establish a 20-foot hard perimeter when using a portable generator for home backup. No exceptions. This is the minimum distance required to ensure exhaust gases can dissipate before reaching your home's intake zones. If you cannot reach 20 feet, you do not use the generator, period. Do not assume that the wind will carry it away. Assume that the wind will swirl, eddy, push that gas right towards your home. Most people think 5 feet is enough. In the industrial world, we call that a failure waiting to happen. You are creating a safety buffer. If you do not have the space, you do not have the luxury of using this equipment. You know, stewardship isn't just about maintaining what we have. It's about having the foresight to protect it. We buy these generators because we want to provide for our families. We want to be the ones to keep the lights on and the home functioning. But Proverbs 27:12 says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." This is the difference between a homeowner and a steward. The simple person assumes everything will be fine and moves forward blindly. The prudent person sees the invisible risk and takes action to mitigate the danger. You are the guard of your home. Let's make sure that when you run that generator, you are providing security, not creating a liability. Now, let's get back to the steps. Step two is directional flow management. Most people think wind direction protects them. They set the generator up downwind, but wind is erratic. It changes direction without warning. It rebounds off of structures. Relying on wind direction is a rookie mistake. You must map your home's intake points. Where are your soffit vents? Where is the fresh intake for your furnace? Orient your generator away from these points. Don't just point it away from the front door. Also, mind your high pressure zones. If you place a generator near a corner, the wind creates a high pressure trap that forces the air into your home. You must be smarter than the weather. You must prioritize orientation over convenience. Step 3 is the intake seal. During a power outage, your HVAC system is likely not running. That means that those intake vents are just open holes in your home's armor. You should have a temporary sealing strategy ready to go. If you are running a portable generator for home backup, you are effectively working in an industrial zone. Treat it like one. If you have an intake vent near your generator staging area, you need to seal it. Use plastic sheeting and weather resistant tape. Keep it simple, but keep it effective. If you're not managing the building envelope, then you're allowing the exhaust to enter. You should seal the path of least resistance before you ever pull the starter cord. You now have a source control strategy, but that is only one part of the machine. Use the 10-minute healthy home tune-up from the link in the description. It's backed by my 23 years in EHS to help you find and fix EHS issues in your home quickly. Remember, stability comes from a system, not one-off fixes. I make these videos to help you build a system that actually protects your family and home. Subscribe now so we can continue to build together. Now, fixing your generator management is your first external win, but you are still exposed to indoor air risks that a generator can't touch. I've already built the roadmap for your home's EHS system. Don't stop at the generator. You need to see the next failure point before it happens. So click the video on your screen right now to see the next step in this series.